Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast, where we discuss interesting topics in clear and natural English. I'm Emma, and today we are talking about something that has quickly become part of almost everyone's life: artificial intelligence. We use AI to write emails, answer questions, create pictures, plan trips, summarize long documents, and even help us make personal decisions. But as AI becomes more powerful and more convenient, an important question appears. Is artificial intelligence making us smarter, or is it slowly making us lazy?
That is a really interesting question, Emma, because I think many people have mixed feelings about AI. On one side, it can save us an incredible amount of time. It can explain difficult subjects, generate useful ideas, correct our mistakes, and help us learn faster. But on the other side, when a machine can do so many things for us, we may stop exercising our own minds. Instead of thinking deeply, we might simply ask AI for an answer. Instead of learning how to solve a problem, we might copy the solution. So perhaps AI is not automatically making us smarter or lazier. Perhaps it depends on how we choose to use it.
Let's start with the positive side. AI can be an excellent learning partner. Imagine a student who is struggling to understand a difficult mathematical formula. In the past, the student might have needed to wait until the next class or search through several textbooks. Today, the student can ask an AI tool to explain the formula using simple language, provide an example, and then create a practice question. The student can even ask the same question several times without feeling embarrassed. In that situation, AI is not replacing learning. It is making learning more accessible and personalized.
I completely agree. AI can be especially useful for people who are learning English. A learner can ask AI to correct their grammar, explain unfamiliar words, create conversations, or practice a job interview. Some learners are afraid of making mistakes in front of real people, so practicing with AI can help them build confidence. It is available at any time, it does not become impatient, and it can adjust the difficulty of the language. Used in this way, AI can support independent learning and help people improve more quickly.
Exactly. It can also help people explore topics that they might never study in a traditional classroom. Someone may suddenly become interested in psychology, history, space, business, or health. AI can provide a simple introduction and guide that person toward more detailed information. Curiosity is an important part of intelligence, and AI can make it easier for people to follow their curiosity.
However, there is also a danger. When information becomes too easy to obtain, we may stop valuing the process of finding it. Learning is not only about receiving the correct answer. It is also about struggling with questions, making mistakes, comparing different ideas, and slowly developing understanding. When we immediately ask AI to complete every difficult task, we may receive a good answer, but our own thinking skills may not grow.
That reminds me of calculators. Calculators are extremely useful, but imagine someone who uses a calculator for every simple calculation, even something like 7 plus 8. After some time, that person might lose confidence in basic mathematics. The calculator is not the problem. The problem is using it in situations where the brain should still be doing the work. AI may create the same kind of problem, but on a much larger scale, because it can help with writing, reasoning, planning, research, and creativity.
Yes, and writing is a good example. Suppose a student receives an assignment to write an essay about climate change. The purpose of the assignment is not only to produce 500 words. The purpose is to research the topic, organize ideas, build an argument, and express an opinion clearly. When AI writes the entire essay, the student receives the final product but misses the intellectual journey. The assignment may look complete, but the student has not necessarily learned anything.
There is another issue: AI can sound confident even when it is wrong. People sometimes believe an answer simply because it is written clearly and professionally. But a polished answer is not always an accurate answer. AI systems can misunderstand questions, provide outdated information, or create details that sound real but are false. Therefore, using AI intelligently requires critical thinking. We should ask, where did this information come from? Does it match trusted sources? Is there another perspective? Could this answer be incomplete?
That is very important. In fact, AI may force us to develop a new kind of intelligence. In the past, being knowledgeable often meant remembering a large amount of information. Today, information is available almost instantly. The more important skill may be knowing how to ask good questions, evaluate answers, identify mistakes, and combine information from different sources. A person who blindly accepts everything AI says may become dependent. But a person who questions, verifies, and improves AI-generated information may become more capable.
So perhaps the question is not simply, can AI give us answers? The better question is, what do we do with those answers? Do we copy them without thinking, or do we use them as a starting point? Do we allow AI to replace our judgment, or do we use it to challenge and expand our judgment?
Let's talk about creativity. Some people believe AI is destroying human creativity because it can generate stories, songs, images, and video ideas within seconds. They worry that people will stop creating original work because it is easier to type a short instruction and let a machine produce something.
That concern is understandable, but I also think AI can support creativity. Creative people do not always lack talent. Sometimes they lack time, resources, or inspiration. A writer may use AI to brainstorm 10 possible story openings, but still write the final story in their own voice. A small business owner may use AI to organize ideas for a marketing campaign, but still make the final decisions. A teacher may use AI to create the first version of a lesson plan, then improve it based on the needs of the students.
The difference is between assistance and replacement. When AI assists us, we remain in control. We select the ideas, reject weak suggestions, add personal experience, and make meaningful decisions. But when AI replaces the entire creative process, we may produce more content while expressing less of ourselves. The result may be efficient, but it may also feel empty or similar to everything else online.
Another important area is decision-making. People are beginning to ask AI about relationships, careers, money, health, and major life choices. AI can help us organize our thoughts, but it does not truly experience fear, love, regret, responsibility, or hope. It can analyze language and patterns, but it does not live with the consequences of our decisions.
Exactly. Imagine someone asking AI, "Should I leave my job?" AI may provide a useful list of advantages and disadvantages, but it does not know every detail of that person's financial situation, family responsibilities, workplace culture, or emotional condition. AI can support reflection, but it should not become the final authority over important personal choices.
The same is true for medical and legal questions. AI may provide general information, but serious decisions should still involve qualified professionals. Convenience can make people overconfident. They may think, I received an answer in 5 seconds, so I understand the entire situation. But real-world problems are often more complicated than a short answer suggests.
So how can we use AI without becoming lazy? I think the first rule is simple: try before you ask. Before using AI, spend a few minutes thinking about the problem yourself. Write your own ideas, attempt the calculation, or create a basic outline. Then use AI to check, improve, or challenge your work.
That is a great rule. My second suggestion would be, ask AI to teach you, not only to complete the task. Instead of saying, "Write my assignment," say, "Explain this topic, ask me questions, and help me build an outline." Instead of saying, "Give me the answer," say, "Show me the steps and explain why each step matters." This keeps the learner actively involved.
My third suggestion is to verify important information. Check reliable websites, books, research papers, or professional advice. AI should not become our only source of knowledge.
And the fourth suggestion is to create something personal. After using AI, add your own examples, experiences, opinions, and style. Ask yourself, what part of this work came from me? AI can generate words, but your perspective is what makes the work meaningful.
After discussing both sides, I would say that AI is like a powerful mental tool. A tool can strengthen us when we use it carefully, but it can weaken us when we become completely dependent on it. A person who uses AI to avoid every difficult thought may become mentally passive. A person who uses AI to learn, question, experiment, and explore may become more intelligent and productive.
I agree. AI itself is not making everyone smarter, and it is not making everyone lazy. It is increasing the impact of our habits. Curious people can use it to learn more. Creative people can use it to explore more possibilities. But people who always search for shortcuts may use it to avoid effort. The technology is powerful, but the final responsibility remains with us.
Perhaps we should think of AI as a bicycle for the mind. A bicycle helps us travel faster, but we still need to choose the direction, maintain our balance, and control the journey. AI can increase our speed, but it should not decide where our lives are going.
Now we would love to hear your opinion. Is AI helping you become more knowledgeable and productive, or do you feel that you are becoming too dependent on it? Think about the last time you used an AI tool. Did it help you learn something, or did it simply help you avoid doing the work?
Share your thoughts in the comments, and try to write your answer in English. You can say, "I believe AI is making us smarter because," or, "I think AI is making us lazy because." This is a great opportunity to practice expressing your opinion.
Thank you for listening to today's conversation. Remember, technology should support your mind, not replace it.
Keep learning, keep questioning, and keep thinking for yourself.
We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.